be really slow to clear. Could be quite a murky day. Further north and east you are, a decent chance of staying dry. Further south and west, it looks like we'll see rain moving in from the Atlantic, but it will start to turn a bit milder down towards the southwest and the Channel Islands. So to sum things up for this weekend, Saturday looks mostly dry. Sunday will bring rain for some, and overnight we will see some frost and some fog.
Want to understand what the news means for you? The latest news feed on Sounds keeps you up to date and lets you explore the stories you're interested in. From breaking headlines...
There's been a wave of missile strikes across Ukraine.
...to expert analysis and deep dive podcasts.
No one knows what's going on in the head of Vladimir Putin.
Make sense of the latest stories whenever suits you. Open the BBC Sounds app, then tap on podcasts for the latest news.
You experienced racism. Why didn't you walk away?
That's a really good question.
You're a politician. You read the polls.
I'm not a politician. I don't read the polls.
Yeah, you
I sit
are
in
a
Judiciary
politician.
Committee. No,
You are very definitely a politician.
No.
The very fact that there were not people who looked like you...
Hold on. I'm only halfway through my answer.
Is secret schooling happening across Afghanistan for girls?
It does.
You simply can't assume that.
Actually, yes, you can.
Hard Talk. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
Live from London, this is BBC News. As thousands more flee the war in northern Gaza, the White House says Israel will begin daily 4-hour pauses in the fighting. But close-quarter combat continues between Israeli forces and Hamas militants close to the Al-Quds hospital. There's violence too in the West Bank. At least 10 Palestinians have been killed in the latest raid by Israeli soldiers. In other headlines, questions over the future of Britain's Home Secretary, who's accused the Metropolitan Police of double standards when it comes to policing protests.
In this country, politicians do not have day-to-day direct control over the police. They can't tell people who to arrest. They can't tell what protests must be policed and in what manner.
And the army in Colombia says the father of the Liverpool footballer Luis Diaz has been released after being held hostage by left-wing rebels. Hello and welcome to Verified Live. President Biden says he's asked for a 3-day pause in fighting in Gaza and a pause much longer than that to get hostages being held by Hamas out. But he's added there is currently no possibility of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Well, thousands of Palestinians are continuing to leave the north of the territory after the Israeli